Mark chapter 1 verse 3. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his paths straight. So yesterday we finished working our way through Matthew, and now we're on to the book of Mark, which does have a lot of repeat content. So I thought it'd be worth looking at how Mark, which is the earliest gospel we have, clearly presents Jesus as God. And where better to start than in this verse where we're told about a voice in the wilderness preparing the way for the Lord, and that's capitalized because it's talking about the Lord, God. But of course, who is John hyping up in this story? Who is it that eventually shows up? Jesus. Jesus' ministry was kind of short, and yet he had quite a few followers right away, and the underappreciated reason for that is that John was doing a huge amount of ministering to get people ready for Jesus to come. And this, by the way, is exactly what we as Christians are called to do with reference to Jesus' second coming. We're supposed to make it so when he comes back, there are as many people ready to follow him, just like John made it so there were many people willing to follow Jesus as soon as he appeared. But obviously, why is this saying Jesus is God? Because it's referencing a prophecy in Isaiah talking about someone preparing the way for God, and it is using that reference to talk about someone who is preparing the way for Jesus. This is the earliest gospel written by a Jew. He would have been aware of the significance of this prophecy. The only explanation for why our earliest substantial account of Jesus' life directly uses a reference to a prophecy about God to talk about what's happening to Jesus is that right away the people who heard Jesus' message and understood what he was preaching knew him to be God incarnate. You could say maybe, oh well, John was preparing the way for the Lord because Jesus was a messenger of the Lord who came to bring a message from him. But the problem with that argument is that would also make Jesus just a messenger preparing the way for the Lord. If we're specifically told about a messenger preparing the way, it wouldn't really make sense that he was just preparing the way for another messenger. No, if John was preparing the way for the Lord, the person he was preparing the way for, Jesus, must be Lord.